So welcome back. I'm back in the Lake District. I'll try and say less. I've taken a couple of days off work with the aim of doing some Wainwrights. So as per usual, it's Sunday now, and I'll set off a little bit later this morning because I wanted to spend a bit of time with Julie, one of the grandkids that stayed with us last night. So I figured I'll come up and I'm doing the three up in the top of the Western Wainwrights, sorry. So there's Grike, Cragfell, which overlooks Ennerdale water, which I'm not sure we'll see anything, just because it's so claggy. And then cutting across and camping on Lancrig then, so I'll be hoping to do that, and that's the views or lack of, but at least it's not blowing a gale. So we're heading off this path up into the mist. This is a bit different up this forest. The air's really damp, so you can really smell the pine. Quite damp. Lovely. Right, that's the main path around. That down there is nature reserve. Can't really tell. So this is where I jump off up onto the first Wainwright. Cragfell with 0 views. Right, off we go. Crike and Cragfell, and I'm just currently pitched on Lancrig, just there. The summit's just up there, the summit cairn. I've just dropped off there, just to offer me a bit of protection, really. I mean, it's a pretty rope. Might put it through it if it doesn't need to. So I've got it all pitched. I've just got my stuff lofted. My bag and my beds up. So I've not really filmed much today because the clag's been in pretty much all day. And again, if you look at that, you just get a fantastic clearance, and the sun shining through. It's just fantastic. It's just a shame it just doesn't lift that bit. You can see it just behind me now. But got a lovely view. It's going to clear it. I'm hoping it's going to clear in the morning, because that's kind of where we're at. And there's the mountains up there. It's going to be a bit of a stunner. Hopefully, if it clears. Put my warm stuff on now. I'm getting a bit cold, you know, with my damp stuff on. There's some absolutely gorgeous light coming over there. Looking out. So, good morning. I didn't actually record much last night. After I had a little walk up to the top, because the weather kind of closed in. There wasn't much rain, it was drizzling, but it's absolutely pouring down in the night, and the wind really got up, pretty high wind, which is kind of settled a little bit, so that kept me awake a little bit, but it kind of, it is what it is. I was pleased with this tent. It barely budged this tent, so that's been worth the investment. So I don't know if that's a bit dark actually. Is that better? Oh, that's why I have a spooky film now. Be a bit lower. So yeah. So I got 3 Wainwrights done yesterday. The aim of the game was to get some Wainwrights done. I've had a think about it, and I was chatting with Andy, friend on WhatsApp, and I'd got quite a long route planned, but from Wasdale up to Acop, but in the 2 days that I've got, it's not going to be a pleasurable experience, that. Plus the confidence in the weather forecast, which has been the story of this winter, I think. The MWIS and the Met Office are poles apart, and going on recent experience, I'd probably go with the MWIS. So the winds to get up again for Tuesday, and then on Wednesday it says it's going to be 45 to 65 on the top, so Wednesday's definitely off. But what I might do, instead of doing like a fairly high camp on Middle Fell, I do need a couple of fairly low ones up in the northwest, which is Fellbarrow and Low Fell, which is supposed to go chance of it. So what I might do is just have a chilled out one this morning instead of dashing off. And instead of driving south to Wasdale, I'm going to drive north to Thackwait, and I'm going to grab 2 small Wainwrights up there and have a night on Blowfell, I think. So I think that is Grike, and I think that one behind there is Crackfell. And we came down the back over and down this way and up there. So, just to put a bit of perspective. The sun's there somewhere. Some runners down here. So I've just come off a fell and round at this corner. Whipping up this valley. We're just going to follow this path down. You can kind of see it down there on the bottom of the valley. There is a nice path that sort of follows halfway up the. You might not be able to see it, but I don't fancy going up there. I won't fancy going across that one. This just looks worse than it is. So we're just going down here. Follow the valley along, have a nice steady walk out. It's quite pleasant now, didn't we? Just wish the wind had dropped a little bit. The sun was good. So one of the things I've mentioned before, I think one of the good things about doing the Wainwrights is it kind of gets you into places that you might never look at. I mean, this is an unnamed valley, but it's absolutely stunning. This is Warp Beck. That's the hill up there is Warp, and then this is Warp Beck that runs down the valley. But it's an unnamed valley, but you know, it's a little beauty. So we're just, you'll probably see it, I don't know if you can see, it just follows the extent of the valley up there, and then I think it scoops round there, back down. And like I say, I've got no rush, no massive rush today. Take you back round. It's only a short walk to the next couple, so filming this on a new camera, so if the audio's been a bit rubbish, just getting used to it all. But I was that worried. I've got a Sony, which I'll still use, but I mean, I was that scared of getting it wet through. I got it quite wet on one of my waterproof one. So I'll see how I go with it. I suppose I had to invest in a GoPro, but I'll see. Maybe next Christmas or something like that. I'll see how I go with this, to be honest. Hello, my friends. Right, I'm going to go down and get some water. Just fill my drinking bottle up. Right, this is high. Straight through, I reckon. Right, let's get some water. It's not cold, but it's fresh out there. Right, back to the car. It's just 12 o'clock, so that's a bit longer walk out than I expected, to be honest. It's a good job I didn't end up meeting Andy. I've under-egged that one. I did it with a main walk tomorrow as well. Right, so on to, oh, I can't remember what it's called. Let's have a look, where are we? Was waterfall. It is Thackthwaite. So I'm going to Thackthwaite now. I'm hoping I might pass somewhere where I can pick up a sandwich and a coffee or something. Right, let's crack on. Well, I managed to get parked, and after much debating, I've decided to stay up here. I was just a bit concerned about the weather in the morning. On the IFLs, it's saying, on the summits, it's saying 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. I'm on a lower one, and I'm well off the top. That's the top up there. I'm sort of protected by this, so I'm not going to a real dip, but there you go, that's where we're at. Probably say it's about 20 up there, but sadly, there ain't much wind down here. So, good stuff. Got to make the best of it, haven't you? So, inside. Grassmore. I don't know if that oh, is that Robinson? No, Robinson's further on. You can just see, I think it's Fleetwith right in the murk. But that'll do me. I'll get my warm stuff on now. Bit windy, but fantastic. Nice end to the day. The colours on the opposite side are superb. So I'm fed and watered now. And a bit of chocolate as well. It's turned out to be quite a cracking. I wanted to tell minds whether to actually come up here, but I'm glad I did now. It's a smallish mountain, but God, the views are absolutely stunning. I've had to pitch this way because of the wind, but if I look down and out, I've got a beautiful view of Crummet Water down towards Buttermere, the end of Buttermere. So yeah, it's been a stunner, really. Quite a few people coming up when I can, but I went on to Fellbarrow, which nobody hardly ever was doing that, so I went round to Fellbarrow first and then came up here, and everybody had kind of cleared off by then. So yeah, so I'm just gonna relax a bit and listen to a bit of radio, and probably fall asleep like I normally do. Yeah, it's actually out the wind here. It's actually quite mild, but when you get up on the top where it's windy, oh man, that wind chill. It feels like it's gnawing at your nose. So, right, so I'm rambling on. So hopefully, come the morning, I know it's going to be windy, but I'm hoping it's not going to be too foggy. So I'll hopefully bring you back then. So I'll bid you good night. Morning. So you can't see me. It's quite low light. It's only about 7:30. I've been awake about an hour. I've had a cuppa, some jack. It's only a couple of miles walk out now, back down to the car. It's only a short walk. But, obviously, reviews. There are none. So I'm just going to get packed up and have a steady wander back to the car, and then sort of steady drive home. So if there's anything of interest before I get back, I'll bring it back, but up on the top it's quite high winds. Judging down here, I mean, it was tonight, and down here just fluttering, but I'm really feeling it down here, so I'm expecting about 30-40 miles an hour up there, so probably won't bring you back till I'm a bit further back down. Anyway, okay. So. that wind now, so it's just drizzling steady. Now we're getting down into the valley. It's a lovely walk out this though. You can hear skylarks. It's early doors for them. I suppose it is quite mild. There's all the Erdwicks. Probably not sure they'll pick it up. Part of the landscape up here. So I'm probably going to sign off here because I've literally got to go down past this old quarry around the corner, and I'm only kind of 5 or 10 minutes down to the car then, and I'll get all this wet tackle off. Have a steady drive home. It's been an interesting sort of 3 days really. I came up on Sunday, it's Tuesday now. It's been good, it's been a good trip. I mean, the first day on Sunday, it was all about getting Wainwrights really. And I won't say any cost, but I just got fed up with waiting around for good weather, to be honest. So sometimes you've just got to crack on with it and get out there. So the first day I was full with company Clag. I was going to do quite an high one on Monday, but I'm going to save that for some nice weather, to be honest. Probably springtime or autumn. Can't really do it on any big days in summer, God. It's always problematic, all the runoffs and stuff for water. Days like that. So yeah, Monday, quick change of plan, looked at the map, see what I needed. To Fell Barrow, which is that one there in the Merk, and then down and round onto Fell. There's some fantastic places to pitch on Fell, and the view's kind of mind-blowing. I should imagine if you go up there in summer or a nice day, you're not going to be on your own if you're camping, because it's quite accessible. I mean, even on a sort of a mixed kind of February Monday, there were still quite a few people up there to kind of hang around to pitch. But it all kind of worked out quite well really, timing wise. I couldn't have planned it better. So and then a bit of a walk, and it's really going to turn now, the weather. So it's to get windier today, a bit of a lull, and then tonight and into tomorrow we're talking kind of 50-60 mile an hour on the tops. So that's getting to the point where it's kind of dangerous to me. I mean, I'd say that were 40 maybe, gusting at 40, and I was struggling to walk. It were moving my poles from under me when I were kind of putting them forward, so it's not for me, that. Not with a big pack on, at least. So I'm going to take this opportunity to say goodbye to the next one. I mean, even when it's crappy weather,